Massive trade just dropped, guys. Really enjoyed those big deals around draft day, or should I say after draft day, but it was a really big deal. Ncaa Hanifin, Elias Lindholm to the Calgary Flames for Ferland, Adam Fox, and Dougie Hamilton. First off, I think Calgary gave up not a lot, but if they were not going to resign Adam Fox, it makes sense for them. But again, on the other side, the Carolina Hurricanes traded a guy like Elias Lindholm and Ncaa Hanifin, and if they got a right-handed shot in Hamilton, I think that means they're going to trade Falk down the road as well. So it's really interesting first big move, I think, for the Hurricanes. They can a few more to probably expect. But first off, I think Calgary is the immediate winner of this trade because Adam Fox needs to sign a contract to still remain into the organization. Lindholm is definitely an amazing playmaker. He went ahead of Sean Monahan during the draft. Just to let you know, it's a 5th overall pick, and I think he's definitely a decent playmaker. Could be that right winger on that Monahan and Gaudreau line, or it can even play center. But I think in my mind, he's more of a decent right wing playmaker that could definitely be that third guy on that first line that Calgary Flames was trying really hard to find for those guys. And Ncaa Hanifin, let's just be honest here, it will be a cornerstone of that blue line. Will definitely, I really like that blue line, of course, on the Calgary side of things, but Hamilton was a big piece to let go. Now, Hanifin will be able to learn from a guy like Giordano to really develop. I think he's getting older, so we'll hand him the torch quickly, sooner than later, should I say. And a guy like Brody as well is definitely all three good left-handed shot on that blue line. Giving up a right-handed defenseman is always hard because you desperately need those guys on your team. But they got Lindholm and Hanifin, which I think was massive for them as well. Very interesting trade. Nothing like we expect Hanifin, and we even expect Lindholm for the past few days that he was going to be gone, but never Fox, Hamilton, and Ferland was the return I even had close to in my mind. But I think it's a good trade for both teams. If Carolina can re-sign Fox, of course, he had a point per game in the Ncaa last year. I think he's going to be a stud. You got to work with that guy, but I think in 2-3 years he could definitely be a solid prospect, or not a solid prospect, but just a solid guy on that blue line. His offensive instincts are through the roof. I mean, he can definitely play a power play role for sure. I think it's this type of deal that could work for both teams. I mean, Hamilton is definitely a stud. It will again be able to. I mean, Dougie Hamilton's a 20 goal, 30 assists, 50 points for sure type of defenseman. I mean, maybe more 15, 35, but he can score. He's that right-handed shot that you need. Will definitely kick out Justin Falk of that any sort of first power play that was going on. So, like I said, I think Falk is gone in my mind. Could happen tomorrow, could happen in the next few weeks, could happen before October. I don't know exactly when. I don't know which team will actually make an offer for him. Chicago Blackhawks, maybe. I don't think so now that they drafted Blockbuster. Maybe learn from Falk would be an option, but again, I don't want to speculate too much on that. I just want to get your thoughts on this trade. In my mind, if I have to pick a winner right now, small edge to Calgary, because there's a lot of question mark on that Adam Fox guy. But yeah, small advantage to Calgary for sure. Even if they gave up that right-handed defenseman that every team needs nowadays, every single one of them, they're rare. They're really rare. But again, Ncaa Hanifin, I really like that guy, and Elias Lindholm is a beast of a playmaker. I had a lot of primary points the past 2 years, so I get playing with Monahan and Gaudreau on a power play or even at 5-on-5 will be very good for him. Even if he had exposure to Sebastian Aho back then, I still playing with a guy like Monahan and Gaudreau would be very good for them. And again, if you don't want to put him there to add a bit more depth, it makes sense. If you play like a guy like Ncaa or anything like that, it just adds a lot of depth to that top 6 in Calgary, because we saw, of course, Gaudreau, Monahan, and Ncaa, but after that it was a bit of a job. Backlund's definitely great to second center, but I mean Frolik and Brouwer didn't pay it off as they thought they would, so I guess it just makes sense for them to not only get a great defenseman in return, but get a decent right-handed playmaker to play in that top 6, whether that is with Gaudreau or not. Sky's the limit. I think his value in terms of fantasy-wise just gain for sure, even if he was playing with Aho, like I said. But it's going to be very interesting to see. If you ask me to pick a day 1 winner, I'm going to go with small edge to Calgary, but that could change very soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure, as I said, you post your comments on this trade. Thank you so much for watching. You have an amazing day, and you guys take care. All the best.